Ambassador, Dezhi with China Central Television. Actually, two questions. First, we know recently a suspect has been arrested concerning the Nord Stream sabotage. Do you aware that Russia has inquired to, participate in the legal process so that you can gather more information on this, and what's the response? And secondly, we know about Ukraine. On Ukraine, President Trump and other leaders that are talking about the security guarantees. Has Russia ever raised this issue in the Security Council? Maybe there might be, let's say, peacekeeping mandate from the Security Council about that. Thank you.
Let's do it one by one. So first of all, the investigation. Russia is being absolutely kept in the dark of this investigation. We repeatedly reached out to Germany, we repeatedly reached out to Sweden, to Denmark when they were conducting their investigations. We referred to the binding bilateral agreements between our countries that would necessitate the legal cooperation on such matters, but they were ignored, and anything that we received were just shallow letters refusing de facto to cooperate. So we don't have any access to the materials of the investigation, which is of course scandalous because we are the most affected country in this regard. The other one is Germany, but it's up to them to take any decisions. As far as security guarantees for Ukraine are concerned, I think this is not a new issue, and I would like to refer you back to the agreement which was initialed by the Ukrainian side in Istanbul in 2022, where there were provisions on security guarantees by the Security Council members and other countries that would like to take part in this kind of arrangement. At this time, it was totally acceptable for Ukraine. At least I would tell you more. It was their proposal to be included in this text, and we agreed with this proposal. We think that any kind of security guarantees should not only be for Ukraine, but for Russia as well, because Russian security is at stake, at risk. European security is also at risk, and we believe, it's our true belief, that any security in Europe shouldn't be achieved at the expense of security of Russia. And the right equation would be with Russia and not against Russia. So the formulas that we hear about right now, they have nothing to do with security guarantees. It's rather about NATO countries' presence in what is remaining of Ukraine. This is not a serious conversation, of course. If there is a serious conversation about security guarantees, we are ready to engage. And again, the Istanbul model is very much to our help here. As for the Security Council, this is one example where UN can be involved, but this is something for a later stage to discuss, to decide. So far, we are facing just attempts of Zelensky and his backers to undermine the spirit of Alaska and to absolutely make it impossible for any peace talks or negotiations, meaningful peace talk and negotiations on the Ukrainian crisis.